Live from the Boston Dome, it's TWO's Pantheon. I'm Jay Jacobs, here to sing the praises of visual concepts, joined by Carl Featherbottom and this week, Nikki Romanov.
We're all here. Nikki, welcome to the booth. We had to pull in a third chair.
Man, I am so excited. It's a true honor to be here commentating Pantheon alongside my good friend Jay, and nice to meet you now, Carl. We have seen each other in the back, but this is my first time saying hi to you.
Yeah, welcome to the big leagues, guy. Take a seat. Anyway, we've got a main event tonight. Alex, Ryan, Isaac, the men's champion, puts his belt on the line versus former partner, the Green Rose, Steve Delfino. So it could all change tonight, my friends.
The face of TWO could very well change from the photogenic Alec Ryan Isaac to the Green Rose Steve Delfino. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, it's Pantheon!
Well, I got the belt. It's up in my tower, preventing asteroids from hitting Earth. I saved the Earth, I guess. I beat another bad guy. La-di-da. Simple truth is nothing has changed. I'm still here, the moon is still rising and falling, the world is spinning. I guess I'm just so used to things mattering. First time I saved the world, it took 4.5 Earth years. I camped out every night, built a band of heroes, made a magic weakening potion, and beat the mighty mustered forces of Sidrax the Skull, and in the end, had a 14-day festival feast held in my honor. And that time, and every time I've saved the world since, the world has changed, and I knew I could relax, for a little bit at least. But no, here I am. Alzakar the Wizard, first of his name, champion, holder of the Belt of Damocles, wielder of the Saber of Maltandrix. Weather caller, earthen form, the dragon with flesh hands. And what am I feeling? Who knows? What now? I came here to Earth having been stuck in a realm beyond time and magic for a literally timeless eon. All of a sudden, a portal opens up to Earth. Oh, thank God, direction from the universe. I'm going to finally understand what I'm doing. I discover someone is misusing the power of a powerful magical object. I build knowledge and power. I lose a ton. I win a little, and I figure it out. I best a magical beast, and I best a big bad guy, and I suffered and all, and now I'm here. In this world, when you do a big thing, stuff just keeps happening. I was sure that after all that, I was here to get this belt. After I got the belt, the portal would reappear, the sky would rain moonbeams or something, I'd hold up my sword, and the morning light would pierce it, and I'd feel cleansed, and I'd get some, minor reward, and know my purpose was done here. Maybe that's not how things work anymore. But I don't know. Not a world-ending threat or a prophecy to stop or /fulfill. Who knows if this world even has them? Do people exist on purpose here or not? Was I forged out of moonlight for nothing? Why am I here? What is life? Maybe there are no big bads anymore. What was that? A Lich King? Tragic backstory? All that? A fallen paladin? With endless waves of death knights? Who rules from a frozen castle and has a magic sword called Frostmourne? Which hungers? That's what I'm talking about, baby! And he's threatening Earth. No. But he's threatening Earth right now. So maybe I'm here to stop him from threatening Earth right now. Right? All right, look, I'll take it. This will definitely leave me feeling fulfilled. Ha ha! Wait. Sorry, I forgot to think. You, Artemis Menethil, the Lich King. You think that you've got powers over ice and death and that you've got a sword that hungers? Well, let me tell you what I'm hungry for. Let me tell you what I'm hungry for, Artemis. I'm hungry for an absolute old-style beatdown. Wizard beatdown. Don't trifle with a wizard. I'm back, baby. I'm not having a crisis. Everything's okay for me. Everything's okay for Alzakar Bimbraxicor. He's gonna be all right. You are going down, and I'm going to give you a little smackdown, give you a little punch, maybe do some little ice magic on you, shoot you with some lightning, spit a little acid. Everything's going to be great. Because you do not trifle with a wizard. Yes, I'm going to get my groove back. And when I do, I'm absolutely certain I will feel fulfilled. And maybe I'll have to make a team, and nothing bad will ever happen to me. Nothing bad will ever happen to me that isn't, like, important for my narrative growth. And then I will feel fulfilled. Arthas, I'm gonna kick your ass, baby. Shazoom!
In the heart of the kingdom of Lordaeron, a tragic tale of transformation unfolds. Artemis Menethil, once the crown prince, a beacon of hope, succumbs to the allure of power. A plague of undeath threatens his realm, and in his desperation to save his people, he claims the cursed blade Frostmourne. But every blade cuts two ways, and Frostmourne is no exception. It consumes Arthas' soul, twisting him into a death knight, a servant of the nefarious Lich King, Ner'zhul. With his heart turned to ice, Arthas returns to Lordaeron, his homeland, his haven. He slays his father, King Terenas, and seizes the throne, fusing the realms of the living and the dead. His quest for power does not end here. Quel'Thalas falls next, with Sylvanas Windrunner, its protector, corrupted into a banshee under Arthas' command. Yet even as the Lich King, Arthas is haunted by doubt, by regret, by the echoes of the man he once was. His reign ushers in an era of terror, sparking a world war. The world unites against him, and at Icecrown Citadel, adventurers rise to defeat the menace. As his life ebbs away, Arthas regains a fragment of his lost humanity, seeking forgiveness from his slain father. But it is too late. His soul is claimed by Ner'zhul, the puppet master behind his transformation. The Lich King now sets his sights on a new prize, the Belt of Damocles. It is held by a champion unlike any he has faced before, Alzakar the Wizard, a titan in the wrestling world. Alzakar, an ageless enigma from another time and place, is a master of arcane secrets. His purpose, whether by choice or by fate, is to tip the balance in the eternal battle between good and evil. And what better stage for this battle than the wrestling ring? The impending clash between the Lich King and the Wizard is more than a simple battle. It is a duel that will shake the foundations of the realms, its power echoing across time and history. As the Lich King marches toward Alzakar, the world holds its breath. Who will emerge victorious? Will the Lich King claim the Belt of Damocles, or will Alzakar's wizardry prevail? We can only wait and watch. For now, the outcome hangs in the balance, shrouded in suspense.
Tonight's opening contest for the Belt of Damocles, the Lich King versus Alzakar the Wizard.
So, it's the Lich King, you say?
Yes.
Lich, yeah.
The pride of the undead.
I am terribly embarrassed, especially here with you two. I misread the call sheet. I thought it was the Lion King. So I'm very prepared to talk about the current relationship of Simba and Nala and Scar.
You know, it's not super different. Just put Scar on top of the whole Lion King thing, because that's a traitor to his homeland. That sums up a Lich King, really.
Oh, okay, very good. Then I will continue to talk about the Lion King.
Where is his homeland?
Well, that'd be the home kingdom of Lordaeron. Artemis Menethil, esteemed paladin of the Order of the White Hand. He was corrupted through the nefarious dealings of the demon Mal'Ganis, and he was drawn toward the power of Frostmourne, which turned him into a servant of the Lich King, in which he returned home to his home kingdom of Lordaeron, slew his father, Tyrannus Menethil, and has since given his soul to the Lich King, and is, look at the evil presence before us.
And he's supported by 3 hyenas, is that correct?
Yes.
When does he hang out with Pumbaa?
Remember when the Lion King's dad died and those guys are just like, fuck it, like, stop worrying about it?
Yeah, that really didn't land. That landed better than it should have. But speaking of things that have had tough recent landings, it is the holder of our Belt of Damocles, Alzakar, he of many titles. He acquired the Belt of Damocles, if we all recall, back in Wales at Slamalot, where I had a very good Welsh accent, and he's been exploring its magical properties since.
Not to mention, Alzakar seems kind of depressed. It seems that he's a little aimless. He acquired this magical artifact of great renown and power and legend, and doesn't really know what to do with it. The guy, he looks like me in 11th grade, trying to figure out who he is. Be like, oh, what am I a part of? You know?
Nothing else. The belt is holding up his pants.
Mm-hmm. It's helpful in that way, but it's also heavy as the waist that wears the belt.
That vest holds up his chest too. Look at that thing.
And it holds up 2 magical nipple rings.
Do those give him more power? We're about to find out.
They give his nipples more power.
Bit of a Samson.
He has not unleashed them in the ring yet.
You know, it's kind of a Faustian bargain, if you will. Those nipple rings must give him power, but also are a humongous weakness if any of them got pulled.
Yeah, a titty twister would be his permanent undoing.
Mm-hmm. I had nipple rings in college, and then they got twisted, and well, that's a story for another time.
Yeah, so that was what you did after 11th grade, was you got nipple rings.
Exactly. I skipped senior year of high school and got nipple rings.
Nikki, you are a constellation that I can't wait to explore.
Thank you.
And now an audio exploration of our 2 competitors.
Wait, R is here?
The king indeed. Not R, not an alien, just an undead jerk.
Mm-hmm.
The Lich King, fresh off of killing his dad. And Alzakar, fresh off of probably a lot of ramen and convenience store pizza. Because he's depressed.
He's become enamored with the niceties of this realm. For all we know where he comes from, he can't get a lean cuisine pizza at a gas station.
He's not sure what a gas station is, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming, but also exciting. And Jacoby, seemingly immune to the mystical powers of the Belt of Damocles, holding it up for all to see. Alzakar and the Lich King ready to go.
And we are off. Alzakar immediately landing a short kick to the chest, and yes, letting the fans know that he is about to eat a boot.
But Arthas is not going to take this fight in stride, I'll tell you that much. The guy is spiteful as hell. The dude, the purger of Stratholme, the sins that this man has committed. Who knows what he can unleash in that ring?
Nikki, you seem to know a lot about the Lich King here. Are you some kind of medieval historian?
That I am. You know what? I've read a book or 2. When I got those nipple rings, it was about a 6-hour surgery, so I just read a lot in those 6 hours, and I have not a photographic memory, but I only have to read something once.
Incredible that you haven't read more books and aren't an expert on many more things with that kind of memory.
No, I read the Lich King bio, and that was it.
Impressive nonetheless. Speaking of the Lich King and his comparisons to Scar, he's kind of like Scarthus, you know?
That is a great name. Get it going in the chat there. # Scarthus.
Absolutely, and bet those channel points. Who do you think's going to win? Is it going to be Alzakar, the holder currently of the Belt of Damocles, or the Lich King getting loaded up for a power bomb off the...
Ow!
Oh!
Oh!
No!
Right off the hardest part of the side of the ring. The side of the ring!
This man has torn Abomination's heads off with his bare hands. No doubt he can powerbomb Alzakar on the ring.
Alzakar better look out he doesn't use his lion hands.
Is the Lich King from our realm and our universe, Nikki?
Nah, he comes from, we got a cover here.
1. Okay, got it 1.
Almost had the win.
The dude comes from the realm of Azeroth, a world very much separate from our own, a fantastical world full of humans and orcs, dwarves, and elves. Really, I think a realm that Alzakar might be a bit more at home at.
He could have visited there, right?
He could have.
Oh!
And visiting the floor.
Certainly is. 2 boots introduce him to the hard outside as the Lich King is raining down blows.
You know, it's actually pretty cool with Alzakar holding the Belt of Damocles, inviting all these cross-realm challengers. The roster of Two gets more varied by the week.
Mm-hmm. Next thing, we'll be fighting Falcor. That would be sweet.
From the never-ending story.
Yeah, and the never-ending realm.
I thought that was the guy who did Amadeus.
No, that was Falco, who is a fierce rival of Thomas Bangalter.
Yeah.
I thought he was a fierce rival of Fox from Star Fox.
Yeah,
That
they're in
too.
a kind of a 3-way.
Cool! Oh, Jacoby knocking heads with Alzakar, showing off some fancy ring work and landing a lariat to the back of the delt.
I think it was a magical lariat.
Oh!
You got the acid spit there.
Good lord!
And that takes Scarthus down. And that could take him out for minutes.
He's setting up the Lich King here, and he hits the magic missile.
Lands flush. 1, 2, no! Regular mage magic not effective against the undead king.
Now, since he's undead, that means Alzakar can't kill him, right?
Nah, but you gotta imagine a wizard of such standing as Alzakar might know any level of dispel or purge spells.
Oh, he's purging something right now, right out of his loins.
Look at him go!
He doesn't even have his pantaloons fully buttoned up either. Alzakar's getting a little thirsty here.
Well, that makes 2 of us.
Not to mention- Yeah. That guy in the green shirt in the front row there looks pretty thirsty too, you know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're thirsty, it might be because you just had a Snickers.
He hits him with the ritual.
1, 2, 3. You are not yourself when you get hit with the
What
ritual.
the
Have a
fuck is-
Snickers.
You guys?
And that's how I got home hitchhiking one day. Thanks, Visual Concepts.
Man, that was a quick and abrupt story you told there.
Certainly was.
Incredibly
And
detailed.
Alzakar, victorious, retains the Belt of Damocles.
I hate to say it, but did you guys catch that thing in the middle there while JJ was storytelling?
I think I passed out for a second, and yep, so I do think I peed all over the seat. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, that's fine. Much worse has been on there, and we've got a fantastic custodial crew here that Deuce often tips. So if you guys wouldn't mind later, that would be great.
I can kick a few TWO Lira over. And folks, don't go anywhere. Be sure to keep betting those channel points. Up next, we have Megan Dragonfruit versus the Godmother. That's right. The TWO Round Robin Tournament in the women's division rolls on. But stick around to hear a few words from our sponsors.
And stick around because the floor might be wet and sticky.
me about? Right in the middle of the show? Just because we are in commercial breaks? I don't think so. Welcome back, my little ragazzi and my little bambinis. There was a little technical difficulties, but don't worry about it. Where was I in the story time? Yes. And then he said, what is the gabagool? This is so funny. But I will have to cut these short because somebody's starting to test me. Somebody's trying to say that I will not win the next wrestling match. I'm a coming for you. I'm a coming for you.
The women's round robin kicks into high gear. Megan Dragonfruit takes on the Godmother. Godmother looking for her first win. Megan Dragonfruit looking to break out of the pack, stuck at 3.
She wants to be stuck at 6 in a tie for first with the Grocer.
Yeah, the Grocer's been dominating this tournament so far. She had that shot for the TWO Women's Championship back at Slam-A-Lot, and she's hungry for another one.
But Megan Dragonfruit, a relative newcomer to this league. I'm not a newcomer to her. I'm terrified of her. And another terrifying wrestler is the Godmother.
The Godmother, yeah.
From another time, as it was said there, Nikki, you seem to know a lot about magical characters here in TWO. Can you tell us a little more about the Godmother?
My knowledge in the Godmother is a little more limited. I do know that she, a little bit of old school and new school. She has the powers of a fairy godmother, but I guess she prefers a gun to a wand. I do know that she has some shady business dealings. She'll and I don't know. She looks like she could break your kneecaps just as well as turn your pumpkin into a carriage.
Loud and clear. Do you think Now, does she brandish a weapon in the ring? It doesn't seem like she came armed.
Oh, she's got 2 arms.
Got it. Just like Simba.
Do lions have 2 arms? I think they have 4 legs. I think lions have no arms.
Well,
Right,
in that movie, they definitely use the front legs as arms.
Yeah, this sounds like a question for our resident league biological expert who is not in tonight, but who is in tonight is the meanest barista that I've personally ever met. But she also makes an incredible latte, which I have now gone 5 weeks without. And it is really actually improving my sleep. So I might be off coffee.
Fair enough. There's a lot of caffeine sources on the houseboat that Deuce was kind enough to let me continue to live on. He has a whole arrangement of cappuccinos, espressos. It's pretty nice out there on the seas.
That's great. I would love to get an invite to that houseboat from anyone who lives there.
You know, Deuce made me the best cortado the other day on his boat. It was amazing. We drank coffee and we watched the sunrise.
I don't even think you need to live at the houseboat to invite someone over. I think you could just be visiting there.
Can you really invite someone to the seas? They cover like 80% of the world.
I mean, it's just next to his palatial estate.
Here's a fun activity. You can head to TikTok and follow Visual Concepts. You can find our latest content about how to ask Cortana, your Microsoft AI assistant, to make you a Cortana.
If you can see it, it's a concept, Visual Concepts.
And if you can feel it, you can see it with a sense.
And I'll tell you what I can
Conceptually.
see. I can see Megan Dragonfruit. She is absolutely, like you said, Carl, she is gunning for that top spot in the tournament. The Grocer is a firm hold so far, but Megan Dragonfruit has come in and she is fighting with a fucking vengeance, as if we've seen with the rage she's inspired in Rita Tom Coupon Mom.
And the rage she returned as well, screwing up Rita Tom's fight last week. But the Godmother, no pushover, all could win right here.
1. Kick out at 1.
No, didn't win. Okay.
Cogent points into gentlemen as... Oh, the Godmother with a beautiful moonsault standing style as Megan Dragonfruit. This is her third, different opponent in 2 weeks. She had to contend with Rita Tom last week. Came up short, to Artemis the Grocer, and now, looking to put away the Godmother.
Yeah, that opening show of disrespect to Rita Tom there. Oh, another cover.
One. They got it one.
That show of disrespect at the start of Megan and Rita's match just a few weeks ago Rita has not forgotten about it. She's salty as hell. She keeps trying to interfere with Megan's matches, but it hasn't done much to stop her so far.
Speaking of salty, the Godmother ate a knee right to the butthole, and she is very upset about it.
It's one of the toughest ways to eat a knee.
Oh, beautiful missile DDT.
Another move I know the name of.
Oh.
Carl, your knowledge of the moveset in professional wrestling is second to none.
That's exactly right. I am second place behind none. And going for second place, because if she wins, the Godmother moves into a tie for second place in the round robin, and she is gunning for it. That's the only way to get to first, is to go through second place. I did the math.
You'll also see that the timer in the top right there. If any of these matches come, the time limit of 15 minutes is reached, like we almost saw with Big Boss and Brock Hard last week. Each participant only gets 1 point, so we'll have to see if that might shake things up a bit.
We are in it for points, and of course the winner of the tournament gets a shot at the TWO Women's Championship, currently held by Evil Anna.
And with her vice-like grip on that title, Evil Anna just keeps on winning.
Yeah, Evil Anna, backed up by her stunt double Burly Girly. It seems that that staircase to climb to the top of the mountain.
Sorry.
That's all good. Megan Dragonfruit has no respect for any of her opponents. She's a proud slut.
Yeah, she treats them all like they're well-intentioned customers inconveniencing her day.
Whoa!
Okay.
Takes the Godmother down. Beautiful tope con hello.
And Megan Dragonfruit has taken a stranglehold on the momentum of this match that Godmother started out with, just putting down an avalanche of pain on the mystical mafiosa.
Oh, and the Godmother bouncing off the corner of the table as well. If Megan gets her back in the ring, I gotta think that'll be a sure 3 points for her.
Oh.
May have spoken too soon. 2 knees right to the chest.
I'm not exactly sure what happens if we get a double count out here. Would that be 1 point each or no points for either?
Well,
maybe a half point?
Have to check with the TWO powers that be, including that... Who's the name of that gentleman who was barking out the new direction of TWO? He was handsome.
That's Richie Zeus.
Yeah, good old Richard Zeus, the new general manager of Pantheon here, looking to bring some balance here. But I think mostly, really all he's done is just pick on bad Brad Richardson.
Yeah, I feel bad for bad Brad, but I am inspired by his positive attitude.
Well, hopefully Bad Brad can rally, much like the Godmother needs to rally. Looks like Megan Dragonfruit zeroing in on a win.
Oh, hits her with the fuck you, Karen.
Cover. 1, 2, 3. Karens everywhere tremble in fear. Megan Dragonfruit is 3 points up.
Yeah, and into, at least for the time being, a tie in first place in the women's round robin. Currently tied with Artemis to win this tournament and the title of #1 contender. Artemis to fight later tonight and possibly take the lead again.
The Godmother having a rough go of it so far, and Chwo kept trying to hit Megan with that gang, the springboard neck breaker off the ropes there. But Megan Dragonfruit, she is just the unstoppable force so far.
She separates herself from the pack, now has 6 points in the tournament, tied for the lead for, as you said, the Grocer, who will take on Tuber later tonight. But folks, the action rolls on in the men's round robin. Coming up next, the Prophet takes on Jelly Roll, and here are the updated standings. Tied for at 6, easy for me to say, Mega Dragonfruit, Artemis T Demoulas.
It's okay. Have a Snickers.
Yum, yum, yum.
They look good, and they taste better.
Distracts me from the piss smell.
I melt them into a soup.
The men's round robin rages on. The Prophet taking on Jelly Roll. Last seen fighting in a dirigible.
All the way up was Jelly Roll Morton in a rigid airship.
Yeah, I love the blend between Southern jazz and inflatable aircraft. That's what a dirigible is, right?
Yeah,
Right.
No, it's kind of the ship of the future. Speaking of which, the entire Boston Dome just became jaundiced.
Oh dear. It's like someone peed all over the cameras.
Who would have
Looking at
done
you.
that, Nikki?
Looking at you, Nikki.
I'll tell you one thing to piss your pants over is the chances of Jelly Roll Morton becoming the TWO men's champion. The guy may not have had a win last match. I believe that he, what was it? He took on, I think he lost to Big Boss, was it?
That's right.
Jelly Roll, perpetual underdog. The guy has maybe the most athletically gifted person in TWO. So we'll have to see what he can do here against the Prophet.
Yeah, and he's arguably the toughest wrestler in Titan Wrestling Online.
Well, he's going to need to bridge that gap of toughness to success as he takes on a solid wall of muscle and ego. Here comes the Prophet.
And just like his fist, the Prophets are up with this guy after his win last week versus French music titan Thomas Bangalter.
I know. Thomas Bangalter could not do enough steroids in order to pick up a win over the Prophet. An amazing story that Thomas Bangalter truly has.
Truly. Between his steroids and, his Big Mac diet, and did he have, I don't even know. Thomas Bangalter has lived about 5 times as many lives as I will ever live.
Amazing he wasn't successful last week, that a French music engineer and performer couldn't beat a professional like the Prophet.
The Prophet calls himself the Prophet because he has foretold his own success here in Titan Wrestling Online. The guy has called his shot, and he thinks that the fates are behind him.
And that is unique among him. No one else in TWO has predicted their own success.
Not with as much confidence, that's for sure.
That's right. And he could be right. The Prophet could be a true prophet or a false one.
See if Prophets keep going up as immediately lands a couple shots on Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll already on the back foot.
And he is having a rag of a time so far.
1. Kick out at 1.
Yeah, you got immediately the double-handed choke slam there. Jelly Roll he's not a small man either. The Prophet just heaving him around so far.
As you said, not a small man, but the Prophet dwarfs him in stature. We'll see if he's able to finish Jelly Roll off as quickly as Bangalter from last week.
Whoa.
He is up and over the top.
Yeah, over the top his personnel. Oh!
Oh no! Prophet narrowly dodges it though.
And
But he
Jelly
does-
Roll, true to his name, rolls out of it without an issue, despite landing on the hardest part of the ring.
The Prophet taken a little
Or the
off
outside.
guard by the high-flying offense, arguing with Jacoby there for a moment. He might have been embarrassed he was taken off guard.
Yeah, it takes a lot to make an enemy out of Jacoby, who suffers through all of the TWO personalities with grace and aplomb.
A lot of eccentricities. And folks, who do you think is going to win this battle of eccentric egos? Is it Jelly Roll? Is it the Prophet? Bet those channel points.
Make sure to redeem those channel points at the end of the episode for your own bevy of prizes, including a washing machine, a trip to Delaware, or your own
Snack tray!
Or your own 14 McDoubles, what Thomas Bangalter eats every day.
Yummy.
And also, one lucky winning fan will win a year's supply of Kesha dinner rolls.
I can't believe she makes her own dinner rolls.
She makes all of the bread at the TWO snack cart, and thank God she does. The woman is a whiz with some flour.
Ooh,
Whoa!
he gets him that time.
Lands, and continues that flip-flying offense. Jelly Roll has got the Prophet down.
And Jelly Roll possibly dislodging the Prophet's leg from the knee socket.
Yeah, I don't know if the Prophet was ready for this. We saw him beat Thomas Bangalter in what may have been the quickest squash match in Titan Wrestling Online history, but Jelly Roll here, he's not ready for somebody quite this agile.
And the Prophet adjusting. Sorry.
He's measuring his man, and a headbutt follows the shoulder charge. The Prophet being a little more calculating with his offense, and he's going to need to if he's going to keep Jelly Roll grounded. Cover. 1. Kick out of 1.
Jelly Roll dressed incredibly well, but you have to think that the athletic gear might be an advantage for the Prophet.
Probably. Whoa, look at that amazing moonsault kick there. Jelly Roll has got... Look at this sequence.
Just as you say that, whoa!
Wow! Jelly Roll finally pulls it off!
Certainly does. Now he goes for his own cover. 1, 2.
Whoa!
My God, he's gotten a 2 on the Prophet, the first competitor in TWO to do that.
That's
And then
right.
immediately leaves the ring.
He doesn't know what to do with
He's so excited
himself.
by his success.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But the Prophet immediately takes the ball back into his own court, if you will. Hip toss followed up by a knee strike right to the chin, and letting Jelly Roll know who's boss.
So, Nikki and JJ, question for you both. If I were to go to the snack cart right now and get each of you a jelly roll, what kind of jelly would you like in your roll?
Ooh. 1 second. 1. Kick out at 1. I gotta go with the raspberry. It's my favorite kind of jam. It's the only kind of jam I have on the houseboat.
Whoa, hold on. He just hit the Prophet with the bee's knees there.
1, 2. Kick out at 2. That was a close one.
Beating from the bee's knees.
Yeah, he is. I think to answer your question there, funny story. When I was a kid, I loved strawberry jelly. And I remember one day I was watching an episode of Guts on Nickelodeon, and I had a thing of strawberry jelly, and I was like, wait, this sucks now. So then I switched to grape jelly, and I never looked back.
That is an incredible story, and one more reason I like you, because I am also a grape jelly man myself. And so between matches during the commercial break, I will go get us some jelly rolls.
Oh, man, I can't wait. I haven't had jelly roll since my first marriage.
What happened
that's
there?
3 marriages ago.
Yes, it is.
How come it didn't work out?
Taxes.
Gotcha.
She wanted to pay him. Nikki didn't.
I'm like, why even? Why, we already paid bus fare.
Oh!
Great points.
Cover! 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
That is at least the 4th cover that Jelly Roll has put on the Prophet. He wants to win this. He wants these points.
You gotta think he's on the verge of a victory here. Jumping down from the top rope.
He changes his mind there.
And that could be a bad decision. It seems to have let the Prophet back in. Before he was dazed, before he was confused, and now Jelly is rolling.
Yeah, I don't think the Prophet's not used to this much resistance there. The guy's being so big and powerful, it's not often he's able to find somebody who can withstand that, but holy shit, look at that Pele kick.
Beautiful cover. 1. Kick out at 1.
Things you can do in a pair of khakis.
Those are some stretchy khakis. Whoa! You tried to hit him with the cat's meow there.
Performance khakis.
Gets peeled across the ring, though. You know, as exciting as Jelly Roll's offense is, and it certainly is electrifying, you gotta say the number 2 trait to him is indecisive. The Prophet, however, focused on trying to twist his head off.
Yeah, that'll hurt a man.
You do need a head to compete here in TWO.
Even if you're able to fully color a room yellow, you still need a head.
Ooh, diamond cutter there. I think that's it.
1, 2.
No!
Ooh.
Jelly Roll not done that. That put down Thomas Bangalter last week.
And he says, if I got that close, I've got to put it away now, trying to capitalize on this advantage.
Hits him with a rock bottom, and now, whoa, oh my God, he went for another diamond cutter, but what hell of a counter there from Jelly Roll.
Surprising power.
Yeah, my hat is off to the piano player, Jelly Roll Morton. He is putting on a show. He is entertaining us all tonight.
23 Skidoo there. That took the Prophet down.
Cover. 1, 2. You gotta think that if he went for the cover immediately after landing the Skidoo, he might have been victorious, but he's letting the Prophet back in.
And dusting off the floor.
Showing it to the lights.
He hates shins.
Ugh.
Notorious hater of shins. He once kicked Louis Armstrong in the shins, ending an entire tour.
That's what the song "It's a Wonderful World" is about.
That's exactly
Kicking Louis
right.
Armstrong?
Yeah, no, he was bedridden after a fight with Jelly Roll Morton, and so he was looking up at the sky.
Yeah, and he was on a ton of LSD.
Jelly Roll has got to go for a cover here. He's pouring it on, but he has got to go for the finish.
But listen to those TWO fans. All the poppies and mommies are here for it.
23 Skidoo.
1, 2, 3, and he seals the deal, gets 3 points in the tournament, and the first loss for the Prophet here in TWO.
Jelly Roll Morton absolutely came out of the chute, set on fire, then came back in the third act of that fight and gave us all a show. Multiple 23 Skidoos and a cat's meow leading to that victory.
Jelly Roll picking up the upset there, and also his first victory in Titan Wrestling Online. Jelly Roll Morton is on the board.
Certainly is. We're updating those graphics, folks. There is a logjam for first place at Big Boss and Brockhart at 6. Jelly Roll now on the board at 3, tied with Seth Fillmore Otis. Bad Brad Richardson, as we mentioned earlier, still trying to get out of the block, still trying to find himself.
But he has a chance later tonight. Stay tuned to Pantheon to see if he can take down Big Boss.
He could!
I'm going to eat that Jelly Roll.
Has your boss coerced you into lying to Congress under oath? Are FBI agents knocking on your door wanting to know things like the truth? Then call me. I'm Guy Petrillo, and I'm the attorney other attorneys call when they're under federal investigation. I've helped dozens of attorneys who are facing decades of prison time get their sentences reduced. I have 25 years of experience and absolutely zero scruples. Perjury, money laundering, treason. No crime is too big. I'll defend literally anyone. So don't take the blame for something your boss paid you to do. Call me today.
The law office of Guy Petrillo cannot guarantee you won't go to jail. Working with Guy Petrillo may involve throwing friends and loved ones under the bus. Call 1-800-489-4968 for a free consultation.
Taco Bell's Baja Chalupa, zesty pepper jack sauce and fiesta salsa with a 3-cheese blend. All wrapped in a crispy, tasty shell. It's enough to make you want to shout.
This food is shitty.
One of 4 great flavors, now 99 cents each.
Get your ass to Wendy's. Fuck Arby's.
Hey, yo, wait, James Gandolf Panini here, looking to make a big splash, a big debut up in this round-robin tag team tournament. Norman Noir, you and I are gonna go places, Paisan. But just be sure to don't break my crystal ballsy!
The final matchup in the men's round robin tag tournament. It's Father Time and Magnifique taking on James Gandolf Panini and Norman Noir.
Two very, very different teams with very, very different personalities trying to get that last spot in the final four of this tournament.
Yeah, we got two veterans, two old school guys, people who have been with TWO since the beginning, and two new debuts, both making their presence known at the in the Battle Royal on the Slam-A-Lot pre-show, and I guess now looking to make their mark here. An unlikely pairing, both of these teams.
I am impressed, Nikki, with your ability to maintain your composure while all of this is happening in the dome. This is the entrance of Father Time. I know it every time, but it always sends a chill through my spine.
Hush has fallen over the arena.
Huh!
Yeah, it's actually been a while since Father Time has graced us with his presence. I have to wonder what new tricks are up his sleeve.
A reminder that Father Time comes for us all.
Maybe it'll be some gardening tips to grow our own creeping ivy.
Maybe some construction tips to give us our own freestanding door. Ah! Huh.
There he is.
I just noticed that despite all of his very terrifying gear, he's still wearing sneakers.
you gotta get around in there. Not everyone can be Jelly Roll Morton. Those khakis are made of a very stretchy fabric that is extremely expensive, and he's not father money.
No. All right, so my three least practical TWO footwear choices. Third place, I'll put what's his name, the Yogi Terror, who doesn't wear shoes.
He does fight barefoot.
Yep. Second place, I'm putting Jelly Roll Morton for the aforementioned khakis and loafers. And my winner for this, my favorite wrestler in TWO, even though I'm an objective journalist, is Werner Herzog with his shower sandals.
I think, yeah, the Werner Herzog shower sandals also kind of look like the ones worn in ancient Japan. I've been watching Shogun on Hulu because as much as I have read only about the Lich King, I also enjoy watching history.
Based on a novel.
Yep. The novel that I haven't read, because I've only read The Lich King, and I remember it perfectly.
Let's keep this light on, please. Father Time, do not. I get very scared of the dark.
I pinch when I get nervous in the dark.
Ow! JJ!
I didn't know that the light would come back. Sorry about that.
It's okay. You're just a very good pincher.
Certainly, and folks, if you need entertainment in a pinch, head over to TikTok and follow Visual Concepts. We have everything that your prying eyes need.
Prying eyes.
Clap, clap.
They're watching you.
Clap, clap.
Prying eyes.
I'll tell you where my eyes are. It's gazing upon the royal presence of Le Magnifique Nordique, fighting out of Quebec. The man is nobility enshrined.
Yeah, and my eye is also on his right eye, which is behind a piece of glass. And that's just impressive.
Throw it up in the chat there. How do you wear your glass? Outside the body? Inside the body? Let us know.
And give us some follow-up detail if it's inside the body. I'm dying to figure out how that works.
And Dignifique showing that he knows where the camera is, pointing at it.
He certainly does. Look at that very fancy coat that he cut the sleeves off of.
It is a real contrast of styles right there.
In his left forearm, I don't think it's glass, but he might have like a permanent riding crop implanted in there. That thing doesn't bend at all.
I'll
And
tell
good
you.
for him.
Also, what doesn't bend is Two's commitment to weekly entertainment on 2MB Studios every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Thanks for joining us, folks, and make sure to come back every single week.
Bet your channel points, follow us on TikTok, go through your visual concepts, and if it's no mystery where to find us, but if it was, this detective, Noir Norman Black, could figure it out.
Certainly could. You can't miss a week's action. You don't want to miss a single moment of the saga of Norman trying to solve all the mysteries here in TWO.
Yeah,
We all know the Wednesday morning water cooler discussions at the office, or the Wednesday morning water cooler Zooms in remote work. Everybody's talking about what happened on Two's Pantheon the night before. Do you not want to be left out? Of course you don't, stupid.
That's right, be included, don't be an outsider, fit in.
Exactly.
How much leather do you think Norman wears outside the ring? At least a coat.
He has a leather winter outfit, a whole full onesie that he goes skiing in. He once I feel like he almost invited me skiing with him.
He wears some leather.
And speaking of leather, and speaking of sexy, here comes James Gandolf Panini, who claims to maybe be a real wizard.
He could indeed. I mean, with a hat like that, hard to doubt him, and says he's made his way here from the Crystal Apple, and he's here to collect a few debts.
Immediately rubbing elbows with the likes of Alzakar the Wizard. I wonder if these two have ever come across each other in their magical travels.
Seems possible. I also wonder if he's come across Auntie Santa in his travels and stole some of his gear.
Well, if Auntie Santa had any outstanding debts, then certainly James Gandolf Panini, JGP, could have come across him. He's not a man who's going to leave a Chad dangling, if you know what I mean.
And also, James Gandolf Panini seen cohorting with the Godmother backstage. A bit of an Italian duo there. A new presence here in Chwo.
Now Father Time goes to work on Norman immediately. Goes for a pin, 1. Kick out at 1.
Kind of rubs his eyes into the side of Norman.
We've seen a lot of attempts at early pinfalls here tonight. People are trying to go home early.
Yeah, what do they got to do that's so special?
Yeah, what? Go home and watch Suits? I don't think so.
Catch up on Shogun?
I don't think so. Watch the Love is Blind reunion for the 3rd time? I don't think so.
Read the book that Shogun's based off of, even though it's a show, and you remembered one book about the Lich King perfectly? I don't think so either.
Re-season your cast iron pan because you really take care of the things in your kitchen? I think so.
Suplex a friend? 1. Kick out at 1. As you said, a lot of early pinfalls, which, if nothing else, make your opponent expend energy, so it's a wise tactic to wear down their endurance.
And nice arm wrench kick there. But like you said, Carl, this is the last tag team match in our blind tag team quarterfinal round. The winner of this, I believe, will go on to face E Honda and Eel Pie the Waif, picking up a win over Yogi Terror and Dead Skull 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely right. 4 teams will remain after this match. And after those 4 teams have their next round, there will be 2 teams left. And those 2 teams will fight, and one of those teams will win. And that team will be the #1 contender for the then champions of men's tag.
That's good math, and that's a smoking gun right there.
Father Time wisely breaking up that pin attempt. You gotta think Magnifique, he got his bell rung there. Uh-oh. Jacoby lost a contact.
And Father Time getting the attention of Noir Norman Black and maybe giving his partner a chance to get his bearings.
Ooh, now hitting the Magnifique with the fingerprint. Noir's on a fucking tear.
1, 2, and again Father Time having to break it up.
Noir Norman Black, an absolute powerhouse so far in this match. Does he have what it takes to keep this going?
Ugh.
Seems to. King Kong knee dropping wisely tags out. Gets to catch his breath well. The Wizard from the Upper East Side lets the audience know that Magnifique is down.
Yep, he's taking his chance there to get his moment. And
immediately
tags out.
tagging out. Thinking better of it. He was like, this guy did so much better. Let's just let him go.
He just wanted to remind everyone he was still here.
Norman does seem to have things in hand.
I know, he's
and has Le Dignifique's throat in his hand.
Jay, I saw you talking with James Gandolf Panini backstage before this match. Did you get any insights into what his strategy is here?
It's to talk a little smack and look good doing it, and he certainly did for all 10 seconds he's checked into this match.
I guess so. Now Noir putting the Magnifique into the clink right there.
My goodness.
Wow.
Poor Magnifique completely outmatched by Norman.
Yeah, and we got a pin.
1. Father Time again breaks it up.
Doing what he has done best in this match, which is break up pins for his partner.
He's really earning his namesake here, making this match go longer, as now Noir puts the Magnifique in the clink again.
And you would think James Gandolf Panini could have done something to help his partner there, but he just watched.
Cover.
He's doing it again.
1. How did he grab the rope like that?
It is a levitating rope break. It's something that only Canadian royalty know.
When Father Time got pissed at JGP's antics, threw him outside the ring and is beating the shit out of him out there.
And this could be really, really good strategy as Noir has a stranglehold on the in-ring action.
My goodness, could be a long-term plot, playing a bit of possum to distract Father Time, who's broken up almost every pin attempt. Oh, but Le Dignifique turning things around.
Gotta imagine if after all this work, Le Dignifique sneaks out a win here, which he has done before. Remember that Royal Rumble? Last season, he snuck out a win.
Sneaking 1, 2. Oh,
wow.
Some added leverage.
Le Dignifique finding a reservoir of energy and success deep within him.
It's got Norman on his heels.
Noir taking his eye off the prize momentarily. That's not something you would expect here from the detective. The man, a rebound bulldog there. Slick.
Looks like Father Time is finished beating up James Gandolf Panini, who socks Le Dignifique right in the kisser.
He's like, fine, I'll fight this guy.
Fine, I'll participate in this match that I am 1/4 of.
A cunning strategy is now Father Time checks back into this matchup, caught up in the ropes.
That has got to hurt. Father Time comes for us all, and he just came down on the head of Norman Black.
Cutting Norman in half right at the elbow and spine, and now Norman finding himself pinned. 1, 2, and James Gandolf just barely missing an opportunity to be useful.
Way too late there.
Gandolf Panini giving an aw shucks, like I tried and it wasn't even worth it.
And gets thrown to the outside.
Norman still able to get the momentum back in his corner side.
Yeah, and seems to give Father Time a noogie.
1, 2, kick out at 2.
That was the gumshoe he just hit Father Time with. Noir carrying this team. And the guy's a man on a mission. He's on a search to find his lost love. The man has come to Two in search of answers, and he will trade fists for information any day of the week. Okay.
And he hates Le Dignifique.
He sure does.
Man, these tag competitors with certainly some unconventional strategy going after the men who are not legal in the matchup as now Norman goes to work on Father Time.
Gentlemen, I don't believe what is happening before my eyes. I've never seen a TWO match like this.
That's what we wanted. The blind tag team tournament, bring together these teams that would not normally have teamed under regular circumstances. We're seeing a new strategy evolve.
Almost certain that James Gandolf Panini would not have been able to convince anyone to be his partner were it not for a random tag team tournament.
So far, it seems to be that way as Father Time was able to neutralize him again, but it created an opening for Norman to go to work on the legs as Magnifique sneaks up on him and hugs him from behind.
He's trying to
just
distract
long
him
enough
there.
for his partner to get tossed out and pulled back. This can't be good.
Putting Father Time back in the clink here.
Oh!
Noir Norman Black wondering if anyone's going to help him out, but he's used to being a lone wolf.
One. The Magnifique this time breaking it up, and James Gandolf Panini. Just barely.
Don't worry, I'm here. Another cover.
One.
It's like he thinks he gets paid for seconds of airtime, but he still doesn't want to fight.
Norman showing a little frustration with his partner's inability to be useful, but looks like he's gonna. Yep, he's tagged him in.
Yeah,
there
he's
he comes.
tagged him in, but with some sass on the way.
Oh. Beautiful.
This could be it.
Spinning cutter. Not even a 1 count.
That was a nothing personal there from JGP. Oh, and now putting the Magnifique in the Bon Appetit, but I don't think Le Dignifique's even legal. Yeah, he just realized that.
It's an
No, I
elaborate
think Norman
move.
yelled it at him. I don't even think he knew.
Oh. Plants Father Time on the mat, and yep, he is certainly proud of himself. He has floored both members of the opposition, but he's got to get Father Time back in the ring if they want to be successful here.
Yeah,
Well, and you've got to think, not wrestling for the entire match gave him a great store of energy to spend.
Oh! Beautiful combination neckbreaker there.
I guess maybe the Magnifique is legal, or maybe
Nope,
he's not.
Father Time is.
Still Father Time.
They have so ruined our sense of time and coherent narrative. We have no idea. Could it be Father Time, though, who takes control of this match and sets us all straight?
And let it also be, let's remember, folks, right now, the men's tag team champions are Beast Mode. That's the Frog Prince, Bear Grylls, and Mantar, and we just have established a #1 contender team in private practice. That's the Amazing Fun Times team and Dr. Michael Romano. They will be challenging for those tag team belts in 2 weeks. So who knows who the winner of this tournament is going to be up against.
Well said, James Gandolf. Oh, whiffing on a flying clothesline, eats a short suplex. Looks like Father Time's going to be able to follow up. Nope. Or yes.
Or no.
No, or yes.
Or
no.
yeah.
Or yes.
Hey.
Oh, but right back to his feet is JGP. He is a tall drink of magic. Is again not able to land a clothesline.
Nope.
It is a tough move, so.
If you put your arms up, it negates all clothesline attacks.
And he's leaving.
Hey, fuck this.
He has had enough.
Le Dignifique got so much punishment from Noir Norman Black. He wanted to give it back, and it was his undoing right there.
JGP seems to be collecting himself, though. Up to the end.
Oh, Father Time punches him.
Father Time with a punch to the left rump of JGP.
My goodness. Eats a jawjacker there, and again, keeps going to the clothesline well, but it's empty.
It's possible.
Ooh.
Just gonna throw this out there, guys. Did all 4 of these wrestlers take a lot of powder before they came out here, and are they completely not lucid at this point?
We know Noir definitely did, but now setting up Le Dignifique. Okay, he's legal. He's put him in Bon Appetit.
This could
This
be
is
this is
a
a
truly
submission hold.
disgusting move.
And that is it.
Le Dignifique was undignified there, but James Gandolf Panini, we are burying the lead, pulls out the submission victory.
In his debut, James Gandolf Panini able to pick up the win, but take nothing away from Noir Norman, who did the bulk of the work in this one.
And take everything away from the two wrestlers who couldn't beat James Gandolf Panini. That is gonna sting. They will be feeling this one for weeks.
We're going into our tag team semifinals next week, folks. That's the Noid and everybody's brother taking on Vicious and Delicious, the new Vicious and Delicious, with Dr. Zachary Cambridge and Ronnie Rev making for an unlikely team.
And they say that winning cures all ills, and you can see it in the chemistry between James Gandolf Panini and Noir Norman Black. After all of that, they are happy to be together because they won and advanced.
Folks, do not go anywhere. More action lies ahead. Stay tuned.
Hey, Brad Richardson here for Snickers. Just kidding. Well, not really. I'm actually for realsies, because this is really exciting. This week, our benevolent general manager, Dick Zeus, said that I need to have a more corporate attitude. I really need to think about the big picture of what's going on here, think corporate, and to that end, he put me in charge of marketing for our corporate sponsor, Snickers. So, very exciting, very big responsibility. So, don't mean to toot my own horn. but yeah, I got some great copy here, they call it, that I'm going to read, and then you're going to want to eat one of these guys. So, yeah, here we go. Don't know the difference between a wrist lock and a wrist watch? Grab a Snickers. Lost all your Twitch channel points because you bet on the wrong Hawaiian shirted horse? Grab a Snickers. Lost every match you've had because you're incredibly out of shape and lack any wrestling skill? Grab a Snickers. Fail your only opportunity to impress your sons and win their approval? Grab a Snickers. Discovered that your general manager, Dick Zeus, may or may not have had carnal relations with your hot ex-wife, thus emasculating you before a worldwide audience. Snickers. You know what? She's an adult. She can do whatever. It's okay. I guess I gotta take a bite of this now to show off the product. Yeah. Pretty good. I feel better. Actually does help. That's really good. What is that? It's peanuts. I'm allergic to peanuts. Dick Zeus specifically said there were no peanuts in Snickers. EpiPen. Where's EpiPen? Boys, you see my EpiPen? Oh, they're not here this weekend. Oh God. I just remembered. My ex got the EpiPen in the divorce. So I guess I better call 911. Let's start as well a little bit. But I gotta finish this. So get your Snickers today. It's really good. And I better go call 911 because everyone has to have somewhere they belong, and Bad Brad belongs in the emergency room apparently.
One quick issue, Big Boss.
Yeah,
We got some pushback from HR on the initiative to limit free restroom usage by the new interns. As you know, we've got to defray the cost of a one-time CapEx expense for new limos.
Yeah. I'll talk to Fortune. She'll take care of it. I know how demanding the new interns are. Well, they'll put them in their place. Like, they'll learn.
Thank you, boss. That's great. Now, on to agenda item number 1 in our formal agenda. Recap.
Yeah.
As you know, you have continued to exceed even the highest expectations of the board with your performance in the tournament so far. You've defeated Brock Hard and Jelly Roll Morton. Not that anybody expected you to do anything different.
No, I know. It's funny. They say they make him bigger in Texas, but Brock kind of being a little more rare than well done. You know what I mean?
That's for sure, big boss. You know, they may make them bigger in Texas, but we're incorporated in Delaware.
Oh, yeah. That. I love your humor, I love it.
I wasn't joking, but thank you.
Oh, okay.
Agenda item number 2. This week's match against Bad Brad. I know, but I have to have it on the agenda formally.
Yeah, sure. Just mark it as a win.
Key question here. Do you want lemon or cucumber in your water?
I don't want to have to answer this every single week. Okay, it's a mix, half lemon, half cucumber, a lemumumber. Okay,
It's
a Q.
An Arnold Palmer-esque kind of.
Yeah, I call it a big boss, but
Big boss.
Yeah,
That's what I was about to say. Thank you. I will take it as an action item not to ask you again.
Good, thanks.
Okay. Final item on the agenda. Primary 2024 goal. Taking control of the men's championship. We are on track here at the end of Q1, and that's because of your leadership.
I got Seth.
That's what I'm here for.
Exactly. Thank you.
Remembering those kind of minutiae that are transient and unimportant.
Yeah, because I'm thinking more big picture. I'm a big picture.
Exactly.
You're a detail guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, your ideas can be put on paper. Mine are projected into the stars. You know.
That's well put.
Yeah.
I'll put that on paper.
Good. Thank you. Yeah.
Anyhow, we are on track for control of the men's tournament.
Yep.
Primary goal for 2024 for me. So, just, I guess, one more thing, because I can't help thinking about stretch goals.
Right. Stretch goals.
The women's division.
Tuber.
Men's round robin action single style as Bad Brad Richardson takes on the big boss.
Match between two people who are wrestlers in TWO. There's not much else that they have in common.
We saw an upset earlier with Jelly Roll overcoming the Prophet. We wonder if we might see it here. Bad Brad capturing the hearts, the admiration, the love of the TWO fans, and Big Boss pretty much doing the complete opposite.
That's right. But if there's anything that Brad can hang his hat on, is that he's got momentum from last week. He may not have beaten Seth Fillmore Otis, but he did hang in there for a while, and he pulled off many moves. He put his dukes up and did some old school boxing. So maybe finding his feet a little bit halfway through season 3 of TWO.
If I were Bad Brad's son, I'd pay attention a little bit.
Yeah, the guy is starting to find his footing. He was brand new practically to professional wrestling when he came into TWO, and really kind of seeming like Richard Zeus just signed him to the brand to fuck with him. He was put in the blind tag team eliminator tournament alone and got destroyed by everybody's brother in the Noid, and is winless in the men's round robin so far. But if there's one person he could score an upset victory over, the crowd would love to see it over Big Boss.
truly, the crowd could not feel more different about two wrestlers. The heart and soul of this league, Bad Brad, and the only guy that they consistently call an asshole, Big Boss.
The evil, the boss.
At the same time, though, he cuts an intimidating figure. He's only lost to Dr. Michael Romano in that controversial tap out, and has kind of utilized every underhanded trick in the book to remain undefeated since.
Yeah, and perhaps the most underhanded trick of all is not washing that towel that goes around his neck, just bringing an increasingly gross stench in with him into the ring.
We have talked about that being a psycho tactic for his opponents. If his neck is absolutely stinking, it's hard to apply such simple maneuvers as side headlocks, headlock takeovers. You just want to keep a wide berth.
You know, he probably is even asking people. He's like even asking the Ultimate Manager, "Hey, does my neck smell good?" And that wet cod piece, the Ultimate Manager, is probably just yesing him the whole time. It's bad improv.
And Tuber, being a potato without a sense of smell, can't answer it truthfully.
Well said. And of course, Tuber will be in action next, taking on the Grocer in the women's round robin. Do not go anywhere as Bad Brad tries his luck against the Big Boss.
And let's also not forget that the Big Boss very likely killed someone.
Well, the evidence is inconclusive as to the whereabouts of Den the Intern, but Bad Brad able to get a little bit of a chin lock in there on the Big Boss.
This is the way you got to start it.
Oh, he ran at Big Boss full speed, wasn't able to take him off his feet, but he's switching up his tactics here.
Goes to work on the inside of the leg of Big Boss. If he's able to break down the vertical base of Big Boss, he could be successful.
Now, Bad Brad, one of his main goals, it seems to be in TWO, making friends. Big Boss, his main goal in TWO seems to be expanding his power and influence.
Seems that way. Certainly with the hiring of Tuber, I mean, total mismatch there, but the Ultimate Manager ever ready to help. Oh my, all right, he's got Bad Brad the skeleton lock. I think that's it.
That could be it. Get out of there, Brad. They want you to go. The Kin in the Peach shirt is depending on you. It might be your son.
Big Boss is running out of steam, though. Bad Brad might be able to find his way out if Big Boss isn't able to. He's not.
Ooh. And he flips the boss off of him. And he kicks him in the junk.
Oh, okay.
And his face gets junked by Big Boss.
Big Boss, a guy who always seems to be trying to do this at half effort. The guy is not usually. He needs to be coerced to put his full effort into this. Ooh!
Well, and there's nothing more indicative of that than the fact that he wears both a belt and suspenders. Like he is that lazy with his pants that he needs two things to hold them up.
And that's the buyout.
1, 2. Bad Brad is bankrupt as Big Boss racks up 3 more points and is now the leader in the round robin tournament at 9.
Bad Brad is bankrupted by Big Boss in a big, brawling, bunch of mighting buyout.
That was
Burger King.
That was a rough one. That was a rough one. He countered that clothesline off the top, but then right into this, and the crowd letting Big Boss know what they think of him.
And Ultimate Manager, yes manning the audience's cheers of asshole. The Ultimate Manager truly spineless.
Big Boss seems to be feeding off the animosity of this capacity crowd, but folks, if you think that Big Boss is an asshole, let us know in the chat. Did you win some channel points? Did you lose some? You certainly didn't lose any respect for Bad Brad. We all think that he's top-notch.
And Bad Brad now with a chance to fight in the future. He still has to show off up against a couple more wrestlers, so keep rooting for your faves. Let us know in the chat who they are, and check out Visual Concepts.
Only on TikTok, your premier choice of visual entertainment.
It's weird how they're only on TikTok.
Isn't it?
Yeah, right. True confessions of a regional star manager at Market Basket. No, I did not do a promo last week because I was personally seeing to it that all Dragonfruit was removed from the produce section of the store. I just felt like that was a better use of my time and also a metaphor for me winning that fucking match. So I do a promo when I could be cleansing my soul and my store of crap produce. LOL, making Dragonfruit. But then...
Time for an adventure.
Stop.
It's so great to finally have a family reunion.
I'm going about the produce section and I get to the potatoes. And I see one of them is just fucking looking at me, smiling. The audacity of this potato. I'm sorry. I've been told that people don't understand what I'm saying when I say potato. It's potato. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a fucking stew. I don't fucking... Anyway, this creature was all up in my produce, just ruining it. And like, no one's gonna buy a fucking potato if they see one looking back at them. It's not a fucking fish. And don't even get me started on that. Why is my produce section being compromised by fucking anthropomorphic? And this lazy shit was just like, hello, I am not leaving. I am very comfortable here. And I said, the fuck you are. So I challenged that little piece of shit to the ring. And that's where we're going to settle our business. Respectfully, I'm going to turn you into French fries and fucking sell you at Fenway Park. Go Sox, go Grocer!
My cat Chelmsford also wanted to say, fuck you, Tuba. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you.
The women's round-robin tournament finds itself with a tuber against a grocer.
And in many other walks of life, these two would be a match made in heaven. But because of Richard Zeus and his diabolical round-robin tournament, they are at odds tonight in the squared circle.
Yeah, the grocer has a chance here to continue her lead here in the round-robin standings. If Tuber manages to pull off another upset like they did against R, we could have a tie, but we'll have to see. Tuber seems a bit distracted lately. Tuber joining Authority Corp always seemed a bit against their nature, and it's seemingly maybe failing to capture a tag tournament. Big Boss not thrilled with Tuber. I sense not everything is really meeting quotas at Authority Corp.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of I don't know if it's discontent or dissent. The vibes are just off.
Certainly are. The only individual finding sustained success is Big Boss. The Ultimate Manager has become more of a sycophant for him, and then the intern, assumedly dead. Now Tuber trying to find a little bit of success for Authority Corp.
Tuber did have that sweet moment of sportsmanship, though, with R. Perhaps a budding friendship with the alien.
And that does seem to be what Tuber mainly wants, is just a little bit of love.
One person who absolutely loves to kick ass, Artemis T Demoulas, the grocer.
The toxic manager, and I don't mean that in her behavior. I mean that in what flows through her veins. Artemis T Demoulas, maybe the most complete wrestler in this entire company, and arguably the toughest.
That's a perfect way to put it. There was an amazing triple threat at Slam-A-Lot last season. Artemis T Demoulas took on Evil Anna, well, at the time, Indiana, and no, I think actually was Evil Anna, and the prior women's champion, Hildegard von Bangen, seemed to have the match well in hand until Evil Anna snuck in there and took that title right underneath her. So the grocer, seen by many as the uncrowned champion.
We hear about it all in the chat, all on the TikToks, through all sorts of visual concepts.
Certainly do, and folks, get those channel points ready for betting. Who do you got? Do you got the Tuber or do you got the grocer?
I do know that Tuber perhaps looking for some level of purpose and finding it an R or not, but also the grocer getting involved in the aforementioned conflict between Megan and Rita Toms, perhaps stepping in there to prevent Rita Tom from laying a beat down on Megan Dragonfruit. The grocer, seemingly a member of multiple nations, yet beholden to none other than Market Basket.
Well put, now headed to the top rope, the high rent district. Oh!
Yeah.
Shoots the half, goes for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2 by the tube.
And again, I think the way Carl put it is perfect. The most complete wrestler in the women's roster. Artemis has got it all. She's got speed, strength, technique, just missing that last element to really put it all together to become a champion.
And you have to wonder, could the missing thing for her be a bit of a nation? We've got so many factions, powerful factions developed in this organization, and Artemis still not fully aligned with anyone else. And could that be the only weakness in her profile?
Oh! Spin out Blue Thunderbomb cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.
That's the Chelmsford plunge there. Yeah, Artemis, I agree, Carl. Perhaps needing to make some friends, but until then, content. That's a cleanup on aisle 3, just absolutely trucking Tuber right now and picking them up for another Chelmsford plunge.
This has gotta be it. Cover.
Could be.
1.
Wow!
2. And that is it. Artemis has completely steamrolled poor Tuber.
Tuber getting, absolutely steamed, mashed, and fried. Tuber is out of there.
And julienne and
Florentine
dipped and scalloped,
hashed,
and boiled,
browned,
and waffled.
Did you say round?
I said browned.
Oh, browned.
But also round.
Tuber
and
is round.
Purple and russet and Idaho'd. Everything happening to Tuber.
You know, I forget that russet can be an adjective, but you'll learn fun gems like that over on TikTok. Check out Visual Concepts and also our leaderboard. Artemis T Demoulas firmly in the lead at 9 points.
Making her claim that she deserves that title. She wants to be #1 contender.
Making a strong case and a strong showing of it.
E. Honda, a name that echoes through the annals of sumo wrestling and street fighting history. Born Edmund Honda in Tokyo, Japan, this rebellious spirit chose a path of thrill and excitement over a conventional life. His was a journey marked by adrenaline-filled moments, passionate love, and the relentless pursuit of being the best. Honda's journey began in the world of sumo wrestling, a sport where he achieved immense success. But the conventional arena was not enough to satisfy his thirst for thrill. He sought out the adrenaline rush of underground street fights, leveraging his size and strength to quickly establish himself as a formidable opponent. His rebellious spirit led him on a world tour, seeking challenges from legendary fighters like Zangief, Blanka, and Chun-Li. In these battles, Honda was pushed to his limits, testing his skills and resolve in ways he had never experienced before. But he rose to the occasion, emerging victorious and solidifying his status as one of the greatest fighters in the world. But Honda's life wasn't just about fighting. Amidst his travels, he met Lana Del Rey, the renowned singer, and a passionate, tumultuous love story began. Their relationship was a roller coaster ride of shared adventures and conflicting lifestyles, a constant struggle to balance love and individual desires. One memorable night in London, after a victorious street fight and Del Rey's performance at Wembley, they found themselves in Buffalo Wild Wings. Here, Honda's pursuit of thrill led him to accept a daring challenge from Eel Pie the Waif. Eel Pie was like, "I bet you totally couldn't smear habanero hot sauce all over your ass." So E. Honda did. They then pounded a liter of vodka, resulting in a memorable incident that ended with him body slamming Ricky Dicky Danger in a public restroom. This wild night ended with a visit to Dave & Buster's, where E. Honda demanded all of the patrons remove their clothes and dance like Magic Mike. They refused at first, but then E. Honda smashed a Back to the Future pinball machine, and then they all agreed. Everyone danced like Magic Mike for hours, and E. Honda drank all the honey mustard in the restaurant and fell asleep. Honda's pursuit of thrill and his yearning to be a champion led him to a new adventure: Titan Wrestling Online. Upon receiving a voicemail from Richard Zeus, the general manager of Titan Wrestling Online's Pantheon, Honda and Eel Pie found themselves as a tag team in the Blind Eliminator Tag Team Tournament. With a new goal in sight and a fresh start ahead, they stood together, ready to conquer the world of Titan Wrestling Online. E. Honda's life is a testament to the power of rebellion, the pursuit of thrill, and the resilience of the human spirit. From sumo wrestling to street fighting, from passionate love to Titan Wrestling Online, Honda's life is an unconventional tale of a man who dared to defy norms, live on his own terms, and carve out his own destiny.
A legend against a future legend. Earl Douglas of Slaw fame taking on legendary Street Fighter E. Honda.
Accompanied by his tag team partner and perhaps new friend, Eel Pie the Waif.
I mean, we learned of that the hijinks that those three have gotten up to. Legendary stuff took place there in London. Not to mention an already storied life that E. Honda has lived.
He lived so many exciting moments and then capped it all off with one really special and memorable night in London with Eel Pie the Waif and Ricky Dicky Danger.
That's certainly though. I mean, Earl here. Me and Jay know very well. A mainstay on Salem League Action Wrestling. The guy has really come into his own after quitting his job at Starbucks, living in his Yaris, and drinking his own piss. But he's still looking for his first victory here in Two.
And he seems to be looking around the ring for it. Is it there? Is it there? Is it up in the ceiling?
A lot of through lines here in TWO with Starbucks, baristas, piss. What else could you want on a Tuesday night?
What a tangled web we weave, and pissy.
There he is. E. Honda, master of the 1,000 slaps, Street Fighter extraordinaire. This man is the only man to take El Fuerte to a draw in his hometown of Guadalajara, Mexico. Is that a town? Mexico City, Mexico.
Guadalajara, Mexico City. You ask anyone in any of those towns, they know the name of E. Honda, world famous. One of the biggest acquisitions of Richard Zeus here in TWO.
Oaxaca, the Yucatan Peninsula, that place where all the spring breakers go. There are a lot of places in Mexico where E. Honda has sowed his oats and fought in the streets. The man with the shiniest hair in all wrestling.
You know, that's what first drew Lana Del Rey to E. Honda, was how shiny his hair was.
You know, she was the one who put that makeup on him.
No way. That's a Lana creation. Well, a love for the ages, that those two.
You ever hear the single that she released about E. Honda?
What's it called?
Sumo Time Sadness.
Oh man.
That you misheard the title, didn't you?
I could have. One of my ears works, the other one's for show.
That was an Oscar nominee for Best Original Song.
That song was nominated for an Oscar.
There's one category a year. JJ.
Theater of the mind.
That's true. It is a visual concept that a song can be part of a film.
Yeah, Sumo Time Sadness was the beautiful song in
It was in Finding Dory.
It was in Finding, but they nominated it 10 years later.
Yeah. It's wild.
Surprising standing sidekick from Honda, who's going up top.
Oh my God.
Wow. 400-pound elbow.
That's a lot to come down. Pulling out an invisible samurai sword. That's right, he's also a mime.
E. Honda, though, it's amazing. I mean, a recent acquisition here in Two, but going back up again is, what's he got in store for Earl? Nothing.
Oh,
He's learned a lot about Two. If he knows that when you go up on the turnbuckle, half the time you have to come down.
But what I was gonna say, I mean, again, in this blind eliminator tag team tournament,
1, 2, kick out of 2.
Him getting paired up with Eel Pie the Waif, getting that voicemail right after their debaucherous night in London. These two have taken well to each other. They're pulling off the upset victory over Yogi Terror and Dead Skull, who have their whole thing to settle. But definitely the Haas team in this tournament, absolute meat men, both of them.
Yeah. Now, as an objective journalist, I'm just reporting facts here. I'm not expressing my own opinion.
2, kick out of 2.
But what I've seen on the TWO Reddit is that a lot of people believe that this random tag team tournament may not have been completely random. One piece of evidence they point to is that Bad Brad Richardson was just not given a partner. And another thing they point to is that notorious best friends E Honda and Eel Pie the Waif got randomly paired together. Was E Honda favored because he's such a big star?
I mean,
that is what people are asking, not me.
Earl Douglas getting comfy in the turnbuckle there. You know what? Everything Richard Zeus has done so far has been above the level. Holy shit, a huge knee to the face there. And now E Honda may be looking to end this.
Yeah, he could be. He's got something brewing there in the corner.
Honda splash. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2.
And the heart of Earl the Dumpster Douglas that he showed through so many slaw fights coming up on display here. But does he have anything that he can give back to the sumo champ?
He avoids that big splash, that leaping headbutt. Look at him squatting. E Honda, some power
an
from
impressive
Earl.
Show. Points for that. No matter what happens tonight, Earl Douglas has my respect.
Certainly the pride of Salem.
But what I was going to say is everything Richard Zeus has done so far has been above the level. He explained.
1, 2, kick out at 2.
He explained that there was an odd number of people who signed up for the tournament, so Bad Brad had to compete alone. I'm not going to speak to everything he's put Bad Brad through since, but I mean, I'm not about to make an enemy out of Dick Zeus. You know what I'm saying?
And neither am I. I agree fully, but as an objective journalist, it's my job to report the facts.
Beautiful dive from the inside to the outside. Earl is getting his best shots in on E Honda, and he keeps pouring it on.
Dickie Danger can do nothing but watch as his newfound partner to his protege is we've been looking for an upset all night here, folks. We might be getting it from Earl the Dumpster Douglas right here.
This match for pride, not part of the round robin tournament, but goodness!
Cradle DDT there.
That could do it.
1,
is he down?
2. Maybe the best use of offense against E Honda is to try to use his massive weight against him. Surprising flexibility.
All the slaw legends that Earl has put down with that Cradle DDT, Realistico, Lord Dump, Riley Flash, Vito Valentino, but it's not enough to take down E Honda just yet.
A veritable who's who of who's that.
And E Honda, one of the greatest street fighters in the world. Don't judge him by his weight. He is an incredible athlete, and we are seeing that here tonight. He recognizes what Earl has put forward, and so I assume he's going to step it up.
Did you see how E Honda tried to lead a coup over the Emperor of Japan?
Yeah, that was a big move.
It was kind of briefly covered in his whole package. It was just like, he smeared habanero hot sauce all over his ass. Also, he tried to overthrow the government of Japan.
and good on him. You know, we believe in democracy here at TWO.
It's amazing time management skills to maintain his position in the tag tournament and also run a country.
Hey, E Honda is a man of multiple talents.
Wait, was the coup successful?
No, it was not.
Okay.
Earl,
Some of the best coups aren't successful, so it's okay.
I think
I hope
Earl's
he's
temple
not
was
beating
quick.
himself up over that. It doesn't seem to be.
Let it go, Honda.
Let it go, let it go.
And he is almost trying to make Earl Douglas let go of his face.
Ugh.
Running palm strike there, and now takes the measure of Earl here. Oh! Headbutt right between the eyes.
I think
that could lead to multiple concussions.
I think we know what is coming here, folks. Whoa. Oh, the weight crushing in Earl's chest.
2, 3, Banzai. E Honda is Ichiban.
And there you have it. We thought he would step it up, but instead he sat down right on the body of Earl the Dumpster Douglas, taking care of the rising hopeful in relatively quick fashion.
Number 1 tonight and looking to be number 1 in the blind tag team tournament. It's looking like him and Eel Pie are the team to beat. They had the strength on lock, the size on lock, and they very well might have the rest of the team shaking in their boots.
Can they contend against the unorthodox strategy of Noir Norman and James Gandolf Panini?
That will be them. They will be facing off in 2 weeks. They'll be facing the winners of the Noid and Everybody's Brother and Vicious and Delicious. I can't wait.
The talent is boiling over, but folks, don't go anywhere. Our main event is next for the TWO Men's Championship. AR1 versus Steve Delfino.
I'm gonna go pee first in a bathroom.
Civilized.
I'm Crazy Jerry, the owner of Crazy Jerry's Zoom Background Emporium. We got lots of Zoom backgrounds for you available. Here at Crazy Jerry's Zoom Emporium, our stocks are overfilled with different Zoom backgrounds for you to enjoy for a very reasonable price. U.S. government made a grave mistake, and they granted me several $1,200 stimulus packages. I got about 28. My stocks are so overstocked, I just need you to take these away from me. I'm willing to give them away even. I have eaten nothing but cream cheese for about 12 days now. This is a glass eye. I survived in the woods for a week. Where did I get my Zoom backgrounds? Shh, a crazy person never tell. Don't tell the feds. He's helped me and my daughter. I haven't seen her in 8 years. Her mom will let me see her. We've got so many different types of Zoom backgrounds that you can enjoy. Just take a look. We've got grass, San Francisco, wow, a sunset, a California beach, the Eiffel Tower, ooh la la, cups in the 90s, Lisa Frank. See? The set of Double Dare 2000. Sexy penthouse suite. Ah, I'm relaxed and sexy. The Maury Povich Show. You are not the father. Rainbow Road. A community theater production of The Music Man. Businessmen sharing a deal. Friendly barbecue. Ooh, hot. Those sausages are hot. That bench from the movie Good Will Hunting. Someone sending an awkward email. The Oval Office. Just make sure they don't find your tapes. That bitch Carol Baskin. Graceland. Greenland. Ireland. Broadband. A diverse group of dogs. Movie theater floor. So sticky. My hair's actually stuck. Top of Trash Mountain, Shit Island, Route 1 Saugus, but the boring part, a scene from Apocalypse Now, the 7th Circle of Hell. Oh God, it's hot in here. Hey, can you turn down the heat? Seeing Broadway sensation Hamilton, Your Aunt's House, St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Pickles. Scene in Hercules where Megara sings how she doesn't want to fall in love, but she's actually in love with Hercules. Various brands of chicken strips. Swan Dynasty China. You can make a toll-free phone call at 188 Zoom Background, baby! And we're located up in Danvers, Massachusetts, right off of Route 114. Well, come on down to Crazy Jerry's Zoom Background Emporium, where our prices are crazy. You're just a zoom away from paradise.
This is a day in the life of a full-time content creator. Start my day off getting fresh in the bathroom, making sure those pearly whites are nice and crisp, and then I'm faced with the first tough decision of the day. What am I going to wear? Always keeps me frozen with anxiety, but I think I got my choice for the day. Hashtag, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And when you're the heavyweight champion and a full-time content creator, you gotta make sure you take care of your body. Ever since winning the men's heavyweight championship, I've been in meetings 7 days a week, talking to all these businesses that want my name attached to their product. Speaking of products, let's take a break to hear from today's video sponsor. The office is dead, and it's never coming back. If you have a job, you do it from your house. Which is why today's video is sponsored by Crazy Jerry's Zoom Background Emporium. Call now, and you'll be the first to access the Crazy Jerry, Alex Ryan Isaac collaborative Zoom background set. You want to take a look at what some of these Zoom background looks like? Let's take a look. Let's take a little bit of a look. Looks like first we got the Slam-A-Lot Championship winning Zoom background. That was a fun time. And here we have a picture of me being attacked by my cat. And here we have... Oh. I think I sent Crazy Jerry the wrong Google Drive link. Wow, that was fun. Thanks to Crazy Jerry for the new sponsorship. And now, back to the video. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person on this roster that witnessed a murder. I continue my search for answers. But I realize I'm just like every other true crime podcaster, and I have no idea what I'm doing. My trail goes cold. Hashtag, where are you, Den? Send me a sign. And then it's back to my apartment to record some TikToks. For some reason, the Hello My Ragtime Gal challenge is trending, but I'm hitting that. And that's it for my day. I got nothing else going on, so I can sit back and just play some video games. Hello? Richard Zeus? Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I am in the locker room. Yeah, I'm backstage. No, you just haven't seen me. No, I'm just in my private room. No, I'm there. No, I know I have a title match.
It's main event time. Alex Ryan Isaac, TWO Men's Heavyweight Champion, takes on former tag team compadre Steve Delfino for the championship.
We've got the maven of social media against the fixture at the top of fashion. Who is going to become our men's champion tonight? Is it going to remain AR1 or will it be the Green Rose?
Remember also, this was a match when AR1 was climbing the ladder. He was challenged to a tag team match against the former men's tag champion Lyle Guard and his lawyer Brock Hard. They said, find a partner. If you can beat us, you will get your title shot. Who came to his aid but the Green Rose himself, Steve Delfino. And AR1 is a man of his word. He is offering the first defense of his title to his friend Steve here. Will it come back to bite him in the ass? We're about to find out.
Fun visual puzzle for our viewers, sponsored by Visual Concepts. Check it out on TikTok, tiktok.com/Visual Concepts. Try to find Steve Delfino's G somewhere on his gear.
The sexiest G in fashion.
Let us know in the chat if you see it, or if you think you know where it is.
Remember to bet those channel points. All the prizes you can redeem at the end of the show with those channel points, like 14 McDoubles, like an off-brand knockoff of Steve Delfino's scarf.
Like one of Big Boss's suspenders that he decided he didn't want to use anymore. But here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to your champion, Alex Ryan Isaac.
Trending right now on social media, ARI, Alex Ryan Isaac, AR1, A-Town down, here he comes.
Alex Ryan 1 Zick, R1, ARI, the man of many names.
You can cash in the... Go ahead.
The man of many names, the man of many follows, likes. It was expanding on the social media thing. Never mind.
Yeah, hashtags as well.
Yeah.
You can cash in those channel points for your own Alex Ryan onesie.
It's pink, green, and comes with 50,000 Instagram followers.
But if you have to take an Alex Ryan number one, please go to a real bathroom. This room is still very sticky. It's all right, though. Nikki, you've done a great job your first time at the big show.
Hey, been happy to be here, and my old friend Jay, and a new friend in you, Carl. Thanks for having me.
All I want are friends.
All I want is to get to the bottom of why was there no championship introduction for Steve Delfino? Is the fix in?
It was a little odd there. Jacoby perhaps foregoing it in order to have a fast show going on here, but let it be known,
we do have to turn over the Boston Dome very quickly after tonight's show because Shania Twain is doing a concert later tonight.
Shania Twain is up after she released her new post Lost to Evil Anna album. Evil Anna Sucks. Here's some music.
Shania still cranking
She
out
went right to the studio and recorded an hour of complaints, and she's about to perform them start to finish in the Boston Dome. So Jacoby, knowing we've got a heart out, ever the professional, moved this right along.
Steve Delfino moving himself right outside the ring. It's going to need to be a moving target as he's able to
dodge.
Outwit the champion, but AR1 grabs a hold of him.
Yeah, let Jacoby's unprofessionalism aside, let it be known, folks, this is for the TWO Men's Heavyweight Championship. The belt is on the line. This is AR1's first title defense in his reign. Let's hope it's not cut short. He's certainly hoping that.
Hobbled a little.
He's a little hobbled, yes.
But able to connect on a clothesline and now goes to work on his former tag partner, who in turn counters, lands a couple forearms, a trilogy of blows. Quick tie-up sends him into the ropes, and a beautiful arm drag.
And let's not forget, Steve Delfino, prior to getting called in by Alex Ryan, I think no one knew that he was a wrestling talent. He was just one of the greatest fashion designers and most successful in all of human history.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ever worn jeans?
With a G?
Yeah. Ever worn jeans with a G? That's Steve. You ever worn, actually, that's why Big Boss wears suspenders with the belt, because the Green Rose Steve Delfino did it once in the Cincinnati Fashion Expo in 1991.
The capital of fashion.
Cincinnati, Ohio, baby.
Let us know in the chat, what's your favorite part of Cincinnati?
Is it the center? Is
the
it
left?
The burbs? They probably have burbs.
Is it the dumpster behind the Wendy's? Downtown Cincinnati? Yeah, the dumpster behind the Wendy's.
Is it where the baseball team plays?
Is it where Earl the Dumpster Douglas probably lives?
Is it the
his
pickleball
Yaris.
dome?
That's where he parks his Yaris. But we are burying the lead here, which is that our men's championship, ARI, is getting the business from his former partner, Steve Delfino.
Certainly is, but the champion, not one to be outdone. Measuring his man, looking to pick his spot.
AR1 had an incredible story. His rise to the championship was steady but long.
1, 2, kick out at 2. Steady but long, much like Jacoby's pace to get that pinfall.
and like nothing else.
Yeah, AR1 overcoming a lot. He accepted Lyle Guard's open challenge, had the match in hand until Brock Hart got AR1 disqualified, and that set forth a number of things in motion to crown a new champion. Alex Ryan Isaac, the guy he's overcome a ton of odds to get to the position he's at.
And he almost missed Slam-A-Lot because he went to the wrong city initially in the UK.
And unprettier there on Steve.
1, 2, kick out at 2 by the Green Rose.
And the champion has gotten his footing back in this match, taking the upper hand against the Green Rose.
Yeah, they were being respectful. Busting open Steve there, but they were being respectful at first. These two are friends, but it's starting to break down now. The stakes of the match are becoming more and more clear with every slap landed.
And every forehead split open.
Mm-hmm. The stakes are as high as they get to be the number 1 man in TWO. To be the heavyweight champion, you have to be willing to go that extra mile. And even dish it out extra to your friend.
And the title could change hands tonight. Let's not forget that. But Alex Ryan Isaac doing everything he can to put a stop to that.
1, 2, no! The toughness of Steve Delfino cannot be understated. A beautiful frog splash from one end of the ring to the other as now AR1 beckons his former partner back to his feet.
And it's no surprise. Fashion is an unforgiving world, and it has toughened Steve Delfino over these last decades.
Yeah, you know how many PETA protesters Steve Delfino's had to beat up over the years?
7.
That's right. 2 kinds of PETA protesters. Both the animal rights ones and the people who like pocket bread. Or hate it, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's showing the size of his melons.
Balls.
And the 2 friends, wow.
Back heel trip from Steve Delfino, not out of it yet, not intimidated by the massive balls of AR1.
Glorious DDT there.
1, 2, no.
I thought that was it. This crowd is on every beck and call. They're losing their fucking minds. They're going for another glorious DDT.
Oh!
It's 2 times a charm. 1, 2, no!
Alex Ryan Isaac may not have much in the tank, but he had enough to kick out there.
Steve Delfino's going to need to be creative for this one.
It looks like he is. Oh my, a gory flatliner there.
And that had as many twists and turns as his infinity scarf.
AR1 sees the glorious DDT coming, though, reverses.
Yeah, he caught that one.
And this might be the twist of momentum that the champ needs to retain his title.
Now looking to hit, yes, hits the exact same sequence as Steve Delfino hit on him. He's getting in his head.
Anything Steve can do, can AR1 do better? Oh!
Beautiful frog splash.
Cover.
Is this it?
1, 2, and that is all. Steve Delfino with a brilliant rally, but AR1 just too much.
What a fight, gentlemen, that we just saw. Two longtime friends becoming rivals right before our eyes in the middle of that fight as the gold of men's championship glory glinted in front of them.
Blinded by the light was Steve Delfino and flattened, but still showing the sportsmanship with a championship he found different than the one that AR1 came out with.
It might be the belt. I think the meaning is there.
No, I think what happened is that one belt came in, and after losing, Steve Delfino bedazzled it.
That's what he did. He touched it up.
Yeah,
so fast.
That is the quick work of a fashion titan. But coming soon is a whole different set of titans. Hell's Bells, the women's tag champs, facing off against Evil Anna and Hurly Gurly.
Hurly Gurly. Swirly. Folks, don't be a nerd. Tune in every week or you'll get a swirly from us. For myself, I'm JJ at Visual Concepts, Carl Featherbottom, and of course, Nikki Romanov. Saying one more time.
And Nikki, do you have anything else to say?
Love you.
Sure do.
Pissed all over the booth, man.
They're coming in right away. They're going to turn this over before the Shania show.
That's my Uber.